What if I told you that your emotional shoelaces were untied? I know you're like, what? What are you even talking about? I know this is kind of crazy, but what if what's tripping you up is actually you? I know this is kind of different, but I want you to rock with me here. So, oftentimes we are confused about why we keep repeating the same mistakes. We have things that are going on, and we find ourselves kind of in a loop of the sameness. And it's frustrating and it is exhausting, and we just want a release. We want a break. We want something to be different. What if it's your emotional shoelaces that keep tripping you up? All right, folks, so listen. For those of you that are new here, I am Heidi Day. I am your soul healer. And I am all about really being able to help you badass women that are in the space of paving your way to success, trying to outperform your pain. And today we're diving into your beliefs, and we're going to do this quick, and we are going to also be thorough because I really want you to understand this. So I'm not going to go over the top, but I really do want you to dive in. When you come into the room, please let me know that you all are here. I am coming in from sharing, I am broadcasting from the most amazing Costa Rica. Typically, I say sunny Costa Rica, but today it's a little bit of an overcast. Where are you, and what is your weather like? Even though it's overcast, I'm still in a t shirt and biker shorts, so life is still good. Do tell where you are watching from, whether you are watching live or in the replay. And we're going to dive into this. I really want to be of service to you. If you have questions, let me know. All right. So, looking at the question really is it your beliefs that are causing you to be tripped up or causing you to be stuck? And today I'm going to give you three indicators plus a bonus because, I'm generous. Three indicators that it is indeed your beliefs. So, if you've been around me for any point of time, any amount of time at all, you know that I say this all the time. Your beliefs create the box or the reality in which you live. Our beliefs create the reality in which we live. And so, if you want a different result, you have to really begin to look at your beliefs. And so often when we are trying to make big changes, we begin to go directly to our behaviors. We go right to our behaviors. So we're like, hey, I want to lose weight, so I need to start dieting, or I need to start exercising. I need to eat, I need to drink more water. So we go right into the behaviors, but we don't connect our beliefs into it. And if we don't know what our beliefs are, even if we make the behavior changes, they won't last. They won't last, sister. And so, if you are wanting to really look at creating a lasting, sustainable change, we got to get back to our beliefs. All right. So, I am super excited. I'm also going to be for this season sharing an amazing gift that is life changing. I will be letting you know how you can get in on that a little bit later on in this live. So stay tuned because I'll be sharing that at the end. And it's good, it's juicy. It is a complimentary thing that I am giving to you, and I am here to tell you it single handedly can change your life. Okay. All right. So, um, belief number one, I mean, the indicator number one, the number one indicator that your beliefs are actually tripping you up, it is procrastination. If you, my sister, are someone that's always procrastinating, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You keep putting off what needs to be done because you have some beliefs that maybe you aren't worthy of the results. Perhaps you have beliefs that you're not capable of getting the result. Perhaps you have a belief that it's too much or that you're being too much. But that procrastination is a serious indicator that you have some beliefs that are limiting and that are causing you to be derailed and inhibiting you from getting where you want to go. This is a delicious cup of tea. I just want to say, I think it's like a peach ginger. They have this here in Costa Rica, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, sorry, that was an aside. I wish that I could send every last person that I love and care about this tea, though. Honestly, it is so very yummy. And I don't know if it's a green tea or an herbal tea, but anyway, super delicious. If ever you come and see me, I know that I have some folks that are coming down to be with me and to spend some time with me. Please remind me to get you some of this peach tea. We need to sit and have a tea party with this tea. Okay, sorry, that was an aside. Procrastination. Procrastination. If you find yourself consistently procrastinating, what I am here to say is that that is a sign, it is an indicator that you have some beliefs that are not in alignment with where you want to go. So that's number one. Number two, this is a rough one because so many of us struggle with this, but I want to make sure that I share it with you, and that is comparing yourself to others. Now, I want to put a caveat into this one that I think is really important because it's not just about comparing yourself to others, it's also about comparing yourself to other versions of yourself. Comparing yourself to other versions of yourself. You know, when we were going in the thick of the pandemic and everyone was like, I just want to get back to normal, I want to get back to normal. I was clear then that whoever it was I was before the pandemic, she was gone. Like she was never coming back. There was a new version of me. I get to choose if it's new and improved, but there is certainly a new iteration of me. And so it's not just about comparing yourself to others, it's also about comparing yourself to yourself in a harsh and non forgiving and non life affirming way. I encourage you to absolutely come into the space of loving what is, where you are right now, how you are right now, most importantly, who you are right now. Who you are right now is beyond good enough. It is beyond good enough. And when you can really step into that and stay solid in it, it gives you space for so much more. And it allows you to step into a a result that is more in alignment with who you want to be. And so if you're finding that you consistently are not having the breakthrough, you're consistently not having the success, you're consistently not in the space that you want to be in, I encourage you, I implore you to really um, dial into, are you comparing yourself to yourself and that former version of yourself or to others? And if you're doing that, stop doing that. Stop doing it because it doesn't serve you and it's not going to help you get there. And ultimately, in this world, in this tribe, what we're really about is how do you get to where you want to go? And do you know where that is? Do you know where that is? And so, as we're looking at these indicators that your beliefs are what's holding you back, I want you to be able to dial into understanding, okay, yeah, I see that. I see myself here. I understand how that's showing up. Okay. So, super important that you become aware of these indicators. You want to see where they're showing up in your life, and you want to begin to make that switch, make that pivot away from these things. If you are someone that's like, Heidi, I don't know how to do that, okay, we're going to talk about that. Remember, I said at the end of this live, I want to offer you something special. It is completely complimentary, and it really will help you energetically understand what's going on with you. And so for my clients, you know, we're constantly talking about there are the logistics of the thing, and then there are the energetics of the thing. And our beliefs definitely show up in the energetics of things. So if you're wanting to really look at what's up underneath the hood of you, like what's behind the whole story, definitely dial into checking into these beliefs and checking in to these indicators that it is indeed your beliefs that keep derailing you. All right. So our number three thing is something that is close to home for me. It is something that I have to kind of like curl my toes up because I don't want to step on my own toes. So I'm letting you know in advance that this may step on your toes. Okay? If it steps on your toes, know that you're in good company because I am right there with you. The number three indicator that your beliefs are tripping you up. And I said, sister, it's quitting too soon. Quitting too soon. If you are quitting too soon, trust and believe you have a belief that is strangling you. You have a belief that you cannot win. You have a belief that is creating a barrier for you to have what you most want. We quit too soon. We quit when it gets hard. We quit when there is a life occurrence. We quit when we don't feel well. We quit when we go on vacation. When do you quit? I would love to know that. Oh, please, 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 please play with me. If you are watching in the replay or you're watching live, please, please play this with me. When do you quit? This is such a great question. Like, this is such a great question. I might end up doing a whole other live on it because um, this is powerful. What makes you quit? What is the thing? And it doesn't have to be anything big. In fact, often it's those small little things. It's those little insidious things that it's like, oh, child, let me confess. When my kids are on holiday, I often quit. And quitting means like quitting, maybe not going to the gym, not doing my food prep, not coming in here and doing lives. Ouch, somebody, right? Like when life happens, there are things that I absolutely quit. And my kids being in my space is one of those things for me. It's one of those things that I'm like, like I feel like that there is this whole conversation with myself that I am thinking that it's an either or. Like either I can show up and be a good mom or I can be serving my clients. Either I can be a great mom or I can be making really healthy choices. Now, listen, I know that this is not rational. I know this is not true. But this is the story that I have told myself. And therefore, I quit too soon. I quit before I get the results that I want. I quit before I win. But let me tell you what happens for us. Because if you know that you have that thing that makes you quit, please, 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 I really do want to hear from you and I want to know what it is. Um, when we quit too soon, it is because we have a belief that we never really could win. We couldn't achieve what we said we were setting out to do. And so we quit and we're like, oh, see, it didn't happen for me. Well, it didn't. I used to lead AA and NA groups. And one of the sayings that we said all the time in there is, it works if you work it. If you stop working it, we cannot think that it is going to work. And so often we stop working it for whatever the story is, because it's a story that we tell ourselves. Excuse me, we tell ourselves some story as to why we had to quit. But whatever it is just a story. It's a story. And when we stop telling ourselves the story or we allow ourselves to create a new story, then we stop stopping. We stop stopping. Because when we quit too soon, we can't get where we want to go. Okay? So as you can tell, that one is a big one for me. And I have a bonus one that I want to share with you all as well because of my audience and who we're talking to. I promise you three, but I want to over deliver. I want to give you a fourth one. The fourth one is perfectionism. Girl, listen, listen. If it ain't never good enough, if you are always trying to make it better, if you have not released the thing because you need somebody else to look it over and give it a once okay, or you want to tweak it, or you want to make it a little bit better, or make it a little bit longer, make it a little bit shorter, or whatever it is that you want to do to it before you release it into the world, that perfectionism is a sign that you have a belief that is holding you back, that is tripping you up, that is keeping you from where you want to go. Understand this. Perfectionism There is no badge of honor with that. It is not. It is something that will not ultimately get you where you want to go. It keeps you from being where you want to be. It does. Now, I will say this. One of the catches within perfectionism is we feel really good about ourselves, and it's another one of those weird dichotomies in our culture, because when we do great and when we achieve and when we excel, people are like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Whenever you do XYZ, it's always so good. Got it. Yeah, it's so good. But how many other things did you not do because you were trying to get that thing just right? Girl, done beats perfect. Okay, so perfectionism is the bonus indicator. If you are in the space of it's got to be exactly right, then that is a great indicator that you have some beliefs that are not working for you. Okay. All right. I want to go back over these three things plus our bonus, and then I will share with you the thing that I promised that is so amazing. Okay. Number one, the number one indicator that your beliefs are tripping you up is that you are procrastinating. You are putting off today, you're putting off for tomorrow what you could do today. If that is you, there is something up, there's a story there, and we get to change the story. All right. Number two, the thing that is another indicator is you're comparing yourself to others and or a version of yourself that is no longer here. Okay. So if you are in the space of constantly comparing yourself, and that comparison inevitably is going to keep you from being able to soar, from keep you from being able to make the next big move, that is a belief situation. And then number three, absolutely so important, is for my people, my sisters, my sisters in the struggle, is stopping too soon. If you're stopping too soon, that is the third indicator that you have some beliefs that need to be fleshed out, that need to be worked on, that we need to become aware of. And then my fourth bonus one is perfectionism. Okay? Perfectionism, feeling like you've got to get it just right, and that, and furthermore, sister, what I want to speak to the little girl in you and say, who told you that? Who gave you that story that you had to be perfect? Do you remember when it happened? Do you remember when that was turned on for you? Knowing that is so hugely important, and understanding where that lives in your body is hugely important. All right. Those are our indicators, some of the indicators that our beliefs are tripping us up. What I also want to share with you is what energy centers, what's going on an energetic perspective that is not serving you as well. So, we have in this space our aura equilibrium experience, allowing your energy centers to be balanced. That is what helps us to understand how we can move forward. If you would like to get your aura scan, technology and now allows us to read our energy centers, I am offering this complimentary for you. I will drop the link in the comments below. You can click on it and take you right to registering and signing up to get your aura scan. Really powerful reports. Like, you'll be able to see your chakras in color, like literally in color. It's so exciting. It's so informative, and it can help you uncover these beliefs. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. My clients love to get these, and I want to be able to offer that to you. That is my gift to you. Okay, so you have your indicators. I'll drop the link below. Do know that I am here rooting for you, for your healing, for your transformation, for your breakthrough, for your freedom. Thank you so much for coming in, for watching this live or watching the replay. Again, I do most want to know, what is the thing that gets you to stop? Whenever you're going good, and when you're working out good, whenever you're consistently, doing your blogging, whatever it is that you're doing consistently, what is that one thing that gets you to stop? Do share. Do share. All right, guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you all later.